And we are live. What's going on, guys? It's your man, Tech Founder Nova. And just to reintroduce myself, I go by the name of Nova, and I've been a technology professional for almost 10 years now. Been a software engineer for most of those years, and have gone more into the business and artificial intelligence area. It's not a hype, you guys. AI is really what I have been talking about for years. It is going to be. All right. And in this video, I don't really want to talk about technology too much. My goal is really to be able to communicate who I am to y'all in different facets. Sometimes it's going to be, technology tutorials. That's what I aim to present. And sometimes I want to talk about life, talk about different things that could be of value to you in your personal life. And the title of this video, as it says, is the most important word in the dictionary. And I want to give you some time to think, what is that word to you? What comes to your mind? Some people might be thinking about a word that starts with M. Some people might think it's money. Some people might think it's a word that starts with W. They might think it's women or wealth. What if I told you that the most important word in the dictionary is the word humility? Humility. It's a word that is like, it's one of the words that's the rarest word to hear people even say. Wise is up there. Wisdom is up there. Wisdom is very close to humility. But when people think of the word humility, sometimes they think it's a synonym to the word being humble. However, there's a big distinction that I want to highlight. The word being humble is more about a relationship between one man and his other fellow man. That's what being humble is about. The word humility, however, that has to do with a man's relationship with God. And what happens throughout people's lives is that they can allow their pride to get in the way of the humility that it takes to truly embrace that what is happening is the right thing that should be happening. It's a matter of surrender. It's a matter of being guided. It's a matter of being led. Can you be led by your intuition, by your voice, by God? So, you know, I could elaborate on this, but I want to give an example. One of my favorite movies is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. That's not Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That's not one of the other remakes that they've done. I'm talking about with Gene Wilder as Willy Wonka. All right. And in that movie, one of the most profound scenes is at the end when little Charlie Bucket, his Grandpa Joe, asked Willy Wonka, "Did we win? We're the only ones remaining." And what does Willy Wonka say? The infamous, "You lose," right? And then from there he goes, you stole the fizzy lifting drink. You bumped into the ceiling that needs to be cleaned and washed. And then he goes into his whole spiel, right? Make sure that they really feel it. And from there, Charlie has a choice. He could either go with his pride the same way, the same thing that was the reason why each of the other contestants lost was because of their character flaws, their pride. Or what does he do? He gives the everlasting gobstopper, he gives it back to the owner, the person that created it. And that was him passing the test. The test is, will you give this thing that was given to you, will you give it back? Will you trust that the person that gave it to you knows the best way that you can do it, the best way that you can use it for, the best thing that you can do it for? That's the test. And in that same way, every day of your life, you'll actually have an opportunity to have this relationship with the term of humility. But even deeper than that, I just realized I got these awesome these I don't know if you call them earphones or headphones, these bone conduction earphones. These things are incredible. You go for a walk, you're able to hear your environment around you and still, be able to have these on, and they're mad comfortable. But look, I realize that when you have this perspective of humility in your heart, you find yourself, you don't even want to do what's wrong. It's a shift. You don't even want to do what's wrong. You don't even want to think what's wrong, because you from there you going into alignment with the root. You're going into alignment with the root, with the source directly through you personally. So that's the reason why this H word, these are not no horns, the H word, humility, is the most important word in the dictionary, and it's not said. And when you get into that feeling, I think that one of the feelings that you're going to feel is a sense of peace. You're going to feel a sense of peace, but not a resignation type of peace. You're just a peace of not caring about the outcome, just being willing, just being willing to play your part, to do your part. And this is just in the beginning level. Talk less of when you went after persisting and continuing in this, the amount of power that's going to rush to you. This is just in the beginning level. I'm just at the beginning level. I'm not even advancing this. I'm not at all. I'd say humility is maybe even one of my. It's one I'm realize. I just realized it is. I just realized it is one of my weaker points, and it's a significant shift, man. Today too. I was going on a walk and I was wearing a hoodie, has Tupac on it, Poetic Justice hoodie. That thing is fresh. Everybody loves it. Older gentleman said, "You know what? Poetic justice is always what happens. Poetic justice is always served." I said, "What you mean by that? Tell me." And from there, he went on to tell me a story about how his life was saved, how he went to the town of Jerusalem, and he was able to see the sites of where the things that are in the Bible, see where they really happen. Make no mistake, man, this thing is really spiritual. All right. And I don't want to bore you with that, man. I ain't even really about that for real. This stuff is really just you know, just something that I want to tuck in into my channel, man. If this is a value to you, you know, I hope it might be, but it might be. The thing is that one of the best sayings in the world is that help yourself 10 years ago. Try to help yourself from the years ago, right? And if I came across this concept, by the way, I do want to highlight a book that is very influential in me coming to this realization. There is a app by the name of LibriVox. LibriVox, they have free books. All of the books is the books that you won't find on Amazon in most cases. These are borderline esoteric books. Not all of them. It's just books that the real deal books, the books that people of older times used to read. Nowadays, all of the books that are out there are more they're just regurgitated stuff from the past, but all of the stuff is more about, it's rare to find anything that's really of substance. However, there's a book called The Groundwork of the Christian Virtues. And this was really the spell right here that I had been looking for. The groundwork, the groundwork of the Christian virtues. Because if you don't have the groundwork right, then it's like a building that don't got a good foundation. That simple. If you don't have the groundwork right. And this book is called The Groundwork of the Christian Virtues, is by William Bernard Olathorn. Shout out to William Bernard Olathorn. He wrote this book and it really gives insight into what I'm talking about. Like I said, this word could be it could be a word that people don't understand, and even the English dictionary word, they don't really highlight the relationship that it's supposed to have with the Most High, with the source. All right, but I've been able to get a revelation of it, and you might be able to feel me smiling through this recording. You might be able to see it. So, and right now I'm going on a journey. It's a fourth quarter. It's the fourth quarter of the year, and just go all in. That's what I'm doing. So, yo, make sure that you get right this fourth quarter. Go hard. It's your man Tech Founder Nova.